What's up? What's up? How's it going? Happy Friday. Hopefully you're having a great day today. I'm having a good day. It's nice outside. It's nice outside. And it's nice outside. Hopefully you're having a good one. Happy Friday. We're here. We're back with summertime rendering. Excited. Excited is an understatement. Now, we're in this nice predicament, right? Where after last week's stream, we usually rewatch, and for whatever reason, I didn't rewatch the episode. I forgot. I think I need to go somewhere. I have not rewatched the last episode again. What's up, Chuns? What's up, Bushan? I have not watched it again, which is interesting. So now, for sure, after this stream, we are gonna rewatch the episode again. We gotta try to pick up everything we can. I had a nice lengthy conversation with one of my friends after the stream last week where he wasn't watching the show. I told him, you're missing out if you're not watching the show, and he proceeded to binge watch and catch up last week. And I was like, after the first episode, you're gonna be hooked. And he was like, you got me. So we had a lot of cool conversations about a bunch of what's happening. I wish I don't know if I'll be able to find it. We text too much. Like, it's gonna take me forever. Like, I didn't know Kaguya-sama, Love is War had an OVA, and he didn't know either, and we both loved the show. So like, I found out about its OVA, then I sent it to him, and then he ended up watching it before I could even watch it, and we both like spent like almost the rest of the night talking about it. So I'm like trying to scroll back to see like what we were talking about. The one thing that I wanted to bring up, and this is where during our rewatch we could definitely dive into it like really heavy, is, and this is where I need to rewatch. Did we so far, this is the one thing before I hop into this episode I really want to talk about. So far, he's died twice. Shinpei's died twice. He got shot in the head by Mio, and he got his throat slit by Mio. Which means that original run, he went to the funeral, right? He died. He went to the funeral again. He died. He went to the funeral again, and now we're still on that run. So he's gone to the funeral 3 times. How many times have we seen him go to the funeral? I thought he only went to the funeral twice. So now I'm like, did we even see him go to the funeral for the 3rd time? My friend was telling me, no, we didn't. But I just want to rewatch and make sure for my own sake. Because if that's the case, and that 3rd time, if he did go to the funeral a 3rd time, did the flash happen? And if the flash didn't happen, did the flash happen in the hallway the next morning? So it was 3 times. Did we see the 3rd funeral? Because we saw it the very first time in episode 1. We saw it again. And then I know we saw it again, and I don't know if we've seen it the 3rd time. I remember Shinpei talking to Shiori every single time he's went through the loop, which makes me feel like he did go to the funeral. But what if Shiori, upon him asking that question, maybe she doesn't take the flash at the 3rd funeral. She holds back. Shinpei shows up and then she gets her flash in the hallway. I don't know. See, I don't know. All right, let me shut up. This is stuff like we were talking about it for like maybe like a good 3 hours about it, going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. All right, let me mute this music. Let me pause everything and we're gonna get started. I'm just killing time. I'm sorry, y'all. There we go. All right. Summertime rendering episode 5. We're gonna get started in 5. Okay, we're gonna get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, gunshots. I forgot this is where we left off with Big Booby Lady just blowing off Mio's head. Now we get to see if Mio wakes up like the Terminator. Shadow Mio. We'll see if Shadow Mio wakes up like the Terminator. Oh. Oh. Oh, snap. She shot the Shadow. She put a round into the Shadow. She didn't even shoot Mio. Oh. That worked? Really? Oh, I need to rewatch. Yes, we have, big booby lady. Now kill me. First, tell me everything you know. Ah! So she's from the island. She's not an outsider. You gotta kill me. You gotta kill me! Isn't that the... Wait. Isn't that the author... Now go move Ryunosuke. Isn't... Forget... That's the person that wrote the book that they were talking about that was based off the Shadow People, right? Okay. See, those rewatches doing me justice. That's something I would not have remembered. Okay, so she's the person that wrote the book on the Shadow People. So I wonder if is she an outsider or is she from the island? I'm wondering, like, maybe she was born and raised here, experienced something and left, and now she's coming back to put an end to it, maybe, because she knows much more than anyone else that we've seen. She put a slug into the Shadow and killed it. Is it just me, or is it something about this opening that feels like a little nostalgic? I get the same feeling when I listen to Spy Family's ending. Same feeling I get when I listen to Odd Taxi's ending. It just gives me like this nostalgic feeling. I don't know. Maybe it's like certain excuse me. Wow. Certain notes that kind of hit on that. Dude, there's a shadow below me. There's shadows everywhere. I'm in danger. Oh. Yeah. You know that girl don't listen. The the shadows are gathering. What's up, QDX? Happy Friday. Mm-hmm. Ah. Mm-hmm. Mm. So they're something's happening. Hive mindish. Hive mindish. Oh no! Oh no! What? What? She looks like she's about to shoot him. Yeah. Dude, what did they do up there? Ay, 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 ay. In the head? What? What is that nightmare fuel? Oh, that is creepy. That is creepy. Oh my gosh. Woo! I would be like, you have to kill me. That's right. They did. They got flashed. She saw it. She saw it. She saw it. She could see what was about to happen. Mama and Papa. Mama and Papa. Mama and Papa. Shinpei, you're folding right now. You gotta. We need you to die. Sorry. Mother's long lost. Dude, they're throwing so much. So he's aware of that. What was that? What was that? Always restart from a save point. She's the power. She's the power. See, this is what the shadows are folding, bro. They're completely folding the situation. They're talking too much in front of him. Because if he can restart, then you get put back to zero until you could copy him and realize what's happening. I feel like she's about to die right in front of him. Something crazy is about to happen. Damn. Dude, that is so freaking creepy. That is so creepy. Shin. Shin, come on! It's an actual person. Missing in right eye. How is the series 25 episodes? What are you supposed to do? This feels like the end. It's super early. You're aware of it too? The boy needs to hurry up and do something. He is folding. My one thing is how come it's not touching them? They're right there. How come it's going around them? Golly. Granted, this is really high stress, but you would have to know, like, I've died before. Believe that message before. Is this a situation in which she's been told that things keep resetting and it takes her too long to believe it? It's kind of like it's too she realizes it too late. You're doing speed up this process. Waddle crawl a little faster to her. How'd she stop bleeding? I'm sorry. Come on. Maybe. Maybe she's in the same situation that Rojo! Oh, snap. That is a gabajillion. That is a gabajillion trillion. Golly! That just gives me Edge of Tomorrow vibes. That's Edge of Tomorrow vibes. Where are we? Where are we? How come he gets to witness this? Where did we reset to? The owner of the power that you're using. Yep. Again, we're hearing more. Yep, 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 yep. Damn, we were spot on with that. Spot on with that. Where are we? So we're after the dock, but we're up the hill on the way home. Woo! Woo! Did you see the eyes start to turn red a little bit? You see the eyes start to turn red? Who did you fell in? So it's updating from that one. That's problematic. Yes. That means yeah. We can't just spam this. Yep. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. 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 Uh-huh. Wow. That's been a big thing we've been harping on. Now, remember to take extra precautions with Shiori at the funeral. Is that her there now? Did she get sent back with him? No, right? We got to talk about this episode. But I'm not we last stream was almost 2 hours long. I'm not doing that again. Hold on. There's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot. We got a lot of things that we were talking about confirmed. Yeah. We got a lot of things confirmed. And we got a lot of questions. You know what? That's a great question. I wonder if she was sent back every time he was sent back. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. But she felt like she was confused. Didn't it feel that way? She felt like she was confused when she woke up on the beach. Like this felt like this might have been the first time she went back with them. Yeah, the doctor having a shadow patient. And it feels like at that moment, the shadow patient died as if it was absorbed. But then the old man that originally told them about all the shadow people stuff had his gun and he was pointing the gun in the shadow like there was a shadow there. But then you had the main shadow guy. This is crazy. Now, like, so the shadow people they're a hive mind, I guess we can say. We can kind of say that they're a hive mind, but there's they clearly have different entities that it can take place and have different chains of thoughts happening at the same time, but still all be on the same wavelength. And I do think I got to get my thoughts in order. The thing with the mother seeing him, I think it was one of those things where I don't know what kind of abilities that left eye has, but if the right eye is the mother's, if the right eye can control time, what does the left eye do? Like, I would assume that the right eye controls time and the left eye would be the opposite of it. So, and then the whole thing was, it could have been a point where possibly mother had two blue eyes and overused the power of the left eye and it went red. Because there was 2 times in this episode, I want to say, where Shinpei had something red going on in his eye. The first time was when mother looked at him right there. It had like a line flash across it. And then it was other, like a little bit earlier in that episode, it was another like red stuff that was happening in the eye. So there, like, it could be like maybe the more he uses his power, this, like, I pull weird things from weird places, but it gives me Trigun vibes, where anime really didn't capture this. But in the manga, like they're like Trigun Vash is like some experiment or something. I can't remember exactly. It was like I read Trigun now, like 15 years ago, maybe something like that. But like his hair was an indicator of the power that he used. But and it's just like, it's still a point where it's like he keeps using it. And his hair goes from blonde to either white or blonde to black. And it's just a little. So it could be like, as the series keeps going on further and further, he dies a few more times, that eye stops being completely blue and might start being blue and red or blue and white, maybe. Who knows? Mother is who the booba lady mentioned. Yeah, we need to get this list down though. The big boo, she has gifted eyes too. She has something. She saw Shadow Meal coming from behind and she barely dodged the bullets. Yeah, she did peep Shadow Meal, and then she literally had, like, when we got to see it like visualized, like she saw a version of her come out of the chest, shoot, and then the bullets come out, and then it all happened. Oh man. It's not a Subaru. Like Subaru, like he can just like keep bang, keep going until he gets it right. Like Shinpei has to get it right. He has a finite amount of time that he can do this. Why did Ryunosuke visit last time? She mentioned she had been there before, right? And she mentioned that she was a kid. Because she kept saying that she mentioned this, like she didn't get to try that dish she was talking about. She didn't get to try the dish she was talking about because when she came here, she was young. She just didn't get a chance to have it, which makes me feel like it could be like, I think you guys are saying a twin. It could be like an older sister. It could be like maybe another copy of herself. Maybe that came here possibly with her as a kid, went through all of these things, and then maybe sent her away, and whoever was with her possibly may have died here on the island. Because what it feels like is Big Booba Lady, Ryunosuke, she has like an indicator. She's been told X, Y, and Z is happening. That's why she's coming here. And like what she stated how I reacted, I realized too late. So it kind of feels like she has something in her possession that is telling her that that these things are happening, and she's not believing it, but she's acting on a whim and she's going anyways. And instead of her like actually being like super prejudiced in her actions and what she's doing, she's not completely like getting it done. So when things get too crazy, she gets to this point of realization, like, damn, that message was right and I realized it too late. Like I'm in too deep. And if I only would have done something then, maybe we'd be in a different situation now. And it's just one of those things. That's why it gave me Edge of Tomorrow vibes, where it's just like with I can't remember those characters' names in that movie, but yeah. They also showed the lady in episodes. She said that she specifically had that dish in episode 2 when she was recording herself, right? All right. You can see in the future. How did Ryunosuke know Shin's name? That's a good question. I have no idea. It was was that the first episode when she was hanging upside down when she was talking about the dish that she yeah, you know what? You are right. In episode 1, ooh, we got to rewatch that. That's something we said. Yeah, that's something we said back then. Like, that audio recording is going to be something like, it was episode 2. I thought it was episode 1. No, it wasn't, because the first time we see her, no, it's not episode. Are you sure? It's not episode 1. It could be episode 2, because wasn't she hanging in the tree? She got down and then she was watching him walk into the funeral, right? That could have been episode 2. It's not episode 1. Yeah, because her conversation or her recording during that, she was talking about how she didn't have a chance to try the dish, or she did finally try the dish. And then right here, right as everything was getting crazy, she mentioned that she never got to try the dish. Something about she was here before, she had to leave, and she never got a chance to try the dish. I don't know. That's really got me thrown for a loop right there. I don't know. I have no idea. But 100%, we did say this recording with her in the tree is going to be super important. It's just right now we have no context. And sure enough, you keep looking deep enough, you find something. She asked Shin last episode if he tried the dish. When did she ask him that? Because then they have limited interactions in episode 4. When would she have asked them that? She asked them that then? Really? We do have that is true, Orochi. We do have confirmation that Ushio is a shadow person. She is a shadow person. We do know that. It was the beginning of this episode too, Henryu. We gotta rewatch. I gotta rewatch. Have to rewatch. Man, this episode was crazy. Then this episode felt like it was the end of the series. This episode really felt like it could have been like the climax of the series. And it's episode 5. What else can we do? That's what I'm so like blown away by. Like, he has a 3-day window because seemingly the festival is the end point. These shadows are gearing up for this festival. How can you get a whole series out of this festival? That's what's really blowing me. That's what's really got me like really like messed up. Like, how much can we get from these 3 days? Like, are we gonna get a run where, like, for instance, we got a glimpse at the doctor having a shadow person there? Are we gonna get a run where we investigate the doctor and we get into a crazy predicament and we have to die at the doctor's office before anything pops off? Really? Like, that would, I guarantee you, because his powers are so finite and there's a limit to them, we're gonna have a run where nothing good gets accomplished whatsoever, and it's frustrating, and he's gonna flash forward to like his next save point is gonna be something that's super unfavorable. It's gonna be something super unfavorable. There's only that you would build more stress that way if we just had a failed run. We would have to. We would have to. I'm interested to know what scale of attacks are lethal to the shadows. Can we simply just stab them with a needle and knife? I was wondering if a knife could do it. I was wondering if a knife could do it. I'm gonna guess that. You know what? Because I don't know, because Shadow Mio's body took 3 rounds for it to like flop over and die, then go and back into the shadow. But one shot from the shotgun at the shadow completely killed Shadow Mio. So I don't know if it's just a good amount of like brutality or force is needed to take it out. So maybe if you like hit the shadow at like a quick like 7 hitter, it might go. Who knows? Like you just hit the ground like ah! Like who knows? You might be able to get it that way. What if the priest is the shadow boss? Is the big boss's shadow? I don't remember the priest's voice. I think we gotta rewatch. This episode was crazy. I feel like this is something on a rewatch we could re-listen to the priest's voice and see if it syncs up with the big shadow guy. Shadow Ushio can hit other shadows and cause damage of some sorts. Yeah, the shadow people can fight each other, but we still don't know what's different about Ushio. That we don't know. That we do not know. This episode was crazy. This episode was freaking crazy. Excuse me. I was gonna wait. Found it. Hold on. Before getting on the boat, I ate something called nare-zushi. It's a traditional delicacy, the precursor to modern sushi, made by preserving mackerel in salt, fermenting it for over a month. It's quite exquisite. I urge you to try it if you ever come to Wakayama. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Okay. Now. Yeah, that's something I picked up beginning of the episode, that she's the author. It makes me feel like what it makes me feel like, this may sound weird, it makes me feel like every time he resets, it's not the same booby lady Ryunosuke. It's not the same one that comes back every time. For everyone else, it feels like we come back and we just go back to where we were and everyone else is the same. It makes me feel like she's like updating herself. Like she's keeping these logs and somehow these logs traverse through time or whatever. And it's like a different individual each time. Because you had her say she ate it, and then later that episode he dies and resets. And now she's saying she never ate it. It makes me feel like it's a different copy of her every single time. Like it's not the same version of her that keeps coming back, and she's like saving information for her next incarnation, and the next incarnation kind of just has to believe it until it gets real. That's why you need to go back and we need to go back. That's why she's sitting there at the end like, damn, maybe if I would have believed it a little bit earlier. It feels like she just has this urge to do it, and she's doing this because this is what she does. Does she necessarily believe it? No, but she's doing it and she has information about it. And then when things finally get real and she's looking at the sacrifices and the shadow people and mothers coming down from the sky, she's like, oh snap, this is real. Like, holy crap, this is real. I messed up. Like, kind of like I messed up moment. And then Shinpei Shinpei finally like gives her this like, I can reset, I can die, I can come back. And that's why she's like, if you tell me your name, I'll make sure that we figure this out. Because I don't know if all that information will get brought with her into another copy, or if it'll be like a next step. So it's kind of like, if you keep resetting and you have to win over everyone's trust all over again, the more sensitive information you might know about somebody will speed the process up of you gaining their trust again. Or you just might make them hate you and you might end up getting killed by them. I can see a failed run like that. What if one of these what if he like says this to her and she's just like, boom, and she kills him, and he just loses a run like that? So yeah, he may have to go about it a different way. Who knows? I feel like especially with her having like the little bit of foresight as well, there has to be something with that. What part was that in episode 1 when Shin was talking about the book? Was that episode 1? Hold on. It would be... No, I don't think it was episode 1. Now we really need whiteboard. How long we been live for? All right. Hold on. Episode 2. "49 minutes, episode 2. My attack. Oh, here we go. Odd Taxi fans, you know exactly where this. I bought this whiteboard literally for Odd Taxi. Hold on. All right. This is something I'm definitely gonna have to organize this when we end this stream. I'm gonna rewatch this and Nagomu Ryunosuke, Swamp Man. It's a horror mystery that takes place in Wakayama City. It's a story about a young girl who becomes obsessed with the crazy idea that her friends and family have been replaced by complete copies. I probably had that nightmare because I fell asleep reading this. Damn, that's all we got. All right. All we got. But she clearly knows something. All right. All right, so I'm ending the stream here. I don't want to go too much longer. We went an hour and 45 minutes last week. I'm not doing that again. We're gonna I'm ending this stream. I'm going to the Discord. Link is in the description. We're about to go through all these episodes, see what little bits and pieces we remember. We could skim through, find it, and we're gonna sync everything up I'm gonna start writing some stuff down on the whiteboard. I might stream this and the episode, so you might see both of me at the same time. Link is in the description. If you're not in there, join in there. There's a summertime rendering section in the Discord. We're gonna be live. I'm gonna have the episode up in its own window. I'll probably have my camera up as well so that I can write down on the board and we could go through it. And that's what we're gonna do. Have a good rest of your Friday. If it's Saturday for you, have a good rest of your Saturday. I'll be back here tomorrow to watch Awashi and Spy Family. So if you're interested in those, swing back on by. But if not, I will see you guys next week for episode 6 of Summertime Rendering. So thank you. Have a good one. I'm going to the Discord, and I'll see ya. Peace out. Waiting too long.